Madeline's morally questionable revenge plan was justified by the case she took on in Matlock Season 1, Episode 5, Claws. The Kathy Bates-led legal drama focuses on Madeline's plan to avenge her daughter Ellie's death from a drug overdose, and her determination to get justice for Ellie is one of the reasons that Matlock is so successful. However, since Madeline's plan involves her going undercover at a law firm to expose the people who covered up documents related to the opioid crisis, she has to lie, manipulate others, and engage in other morally questionable behavior to achieve her goal. During Episode 5 of Matlock's first season, Madeline took on a case at the law firm that hit close to home when Katia, Olympia's star witness, relapsed into drug use. Madeline not only recognized signs of Katia's drug use that Olympia missed, but tracked Katia down at a drug hangout. She also worked to prove that someone had deliberately tempted Katia into drug use to sabotage the case. Madeline's interactions with Katia during Claws triggered her grief over Ellie's death while also providing the strongest justification yet for her revenge plan. Katia's drug case emphasizes the tragedy of Madeline's daughter's death. Katia's drug use in Claws was similar to Ellie's. Matlock Madeline standing at the counter at the nail salon across from Katia. Madeline was constantly reminded of Ellie's death while interacting with Katia, underscoring how tragic it was that her daughter's addiction led to a fatal overdose. A sequence at a drug house Katia was known to frequent made this point especially well, as it began with Madeline telling Edwin that she can't believe we're here again, it's been a long time. This repeated experience was so poignant for Edwin that he cried about Ellie's death later in the episode. Additionally, Madeline went inside and found Katia in a state that she likely had found Ellie in many times before her death. Katia's situation in Claws so strongly reminded Madeline of Ellie's death that she seemed unable to stop herself from doing things that could have hurt her revenge plot, especially when Olympia only seemed to care about whether Katia would be able to testify, and Madeline yelled at her that she is not a piece of evidence, she is somebody's daughter and she deserves to be treated with dignity and respect. Madeline's willingness to throw away everything she had worked for demonstrates how deeply Katia's similarity to Ellie was affecting her, as she almost lost the opportunity to get revenge. Matlock Episode 5 showing the on-the-ground impact of the opioid crisis excuses Madeline's revenge plan. Katia's struggle in Claws demonstrated the real-life impact of the crisis. Madeline's revenge plan involves unethical behavior. She's using a pseudonym to gain access to Jacobson and more so that she can expose their wrongdoing, lies on a regular basis about her life, stole Olympia's computer, and manipulates others into giving her valuable info or access to evidence. In addition, her plan in Matlock requires the help of her 12-year-old grandson, involving him in something dangerous at the expense of his grades. However, Katia's dilemma made it clear that Madeline is taking a moral stance. Katia's pain and inability to resist temptation at difficult times showed the effects of the opioid crisis on those who use drugs. Bad actors deliberately manipulated Katia into relapse despite the knowledge it could kill her, all so that she couldn't testify at trial about their abuses of power, just like Jacobson and Moore's cover-up led to Ellie's death. Thus, the only moral thing for Madeline to do in Matlock is expose the people who traded her daughter's life for their continued greed, and Katia's story in Claws helps bring that point home.